It's 7:33. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. And with all the threat of ice, we have to talk about the power. And the good folks at SCE&G trying to make that not a big deal here for today. Eric Boomheimer from SCE&G is with us here today. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thanks for being with us all bright and early this morning. A pretty long couple of days possibly in the works for you guys. And you're going to help us explain what we need to be prepared here this morning.
Right. Well, of course, a lot of folks are asking, what are you doing to prepare as a company? We are working hard to make sure that we have the people and the material resources that we're going to need to respond to the potential for power outages. When you see frozen precipitation like we're looking at here, you have the possibility of trees and branches getting into your power lines, and so we're making sure we're prepared for that. But we also want to make sure our customers are prepared. And some of the things you can do, make sure you have materials in place, whether it's blankets, maybe first aid kit, a battery-operated radio.
Flashlight.
Flashlight with batteries. You know, you want to be prepared. Hey, the lights might be out for a while. Those types of things. Maybe make sure you have extra medicine on hand. Get a prescription filled in advance, so if you can't get out on the road, you have what you need. Food and drink, of course. Bottled water, always important. Non-perishable food items. If you have some canned goods, you want to make sure you have a non-electric can opener, extra batteries, maybe some plasticware, those types of things.
And with the threat of ice, I mean, we're forecasting here an inch possible in some locations. That could take down power lines. I mean, you can do everything you can try to do it in the off season, which you guys have.
Right. Well, tree trimming is probably the most important thing that we do to help prepare for these types of events. When you have frozen precipitation, trees and branches are going to be your biggest problem. But you can't completely avoid the possibility of those things getting into your power lines. When you have ice accumulation, you have the potential for power lines to actually come down. So one of the messages we send to our customers is stay away from those down power lines. You have to assume they're energized, and anything that they're touching could be a problem for you, so steer clear.
What's the typical response time during an event like this from SCE&G? Say somebody gets their power cut off from maybe a tree falling down. What kind of response time are we thinking about?
Well, it's hard to say, because a lot of it will depend on the nature of the issue that we're dealing with, how much of the infrastructure has been damaged, the roads, can we get access to the areas that we need to get to effect repairs. What I can tell you is we will have all of our crews, as well as crews from outside the state that are coming in, working around the clock to restore our customers' power, and we won't stop until we get everybody's lights back on. But it could take a while, just depending on how extensive the damage is.
And what kind of stress do power lines get under with all of this ice building up on top of that? What kind of weight are we talking about? I've heard the stat a half inch maybe equals, not scientific, but maybe it equals 500 pounds of extra ice depending on the length of the power line.
Right, ice can be really heavy. Like you said, a half inch might not look like a lot, but across a typical span of power line, you could be talking anywhere from 300 to 500 pounds of weight on that line, and that's why you'll start to see those lines even sagging and sometimes even coming down depending on how much weight you might get on those lines.
And how can people report a power outage, you guys?
Well, we have a number of ways. We have you can always give us a phone call. That's 1-888-333-4465, and you can also text us. If you don't have an online account, you can get online and subscribe to do texting. That makes it very easy. You can report your outages online as well. So we have a number of options for our customers to let us know, and we do encourage you, if your power goes out, don't assume we know about it. Make sure you give us a call.
And they'll be there 24 hours a day at SCE&G. We'll be showing that map, that interactive map, throughout this storm here on Watch Fox, as we'll be having cut-ins throughout this winter storm event. And we will be back with much more here on Good Day Columbia after this.